goofing through the you got the Tribulations and Dutchavelli with the trials and the tribulations, especially this main one, Dutchavelli coming into it and him coming from his whole side. But you got with Dutchavelli, trials and tribulations, like especially from the trials and tribulations, they have a point of another point of established. Like you got your trials and you got your tribulations. Like what's the trials and tribulations, like especially those trials and those tribulations, but with this whole thing, Dutch Valley, him coming and coming on past this, you got the whole relations, the main thing, but especially with Dutch Valley, him coming from that side, his whole part, and especially with his whole style, like his lyrics and everything goes, but mainly with his tribulations and his trials, main things, mainly with this whole thing right here, and just the Dutchy Valley and him just having his whole main portrait, portrait.
I checked the situation. You could have helped me through my trials and tribulations. Can't believe that you was fucking hating. Girl, you calling me a bum, that was my inspiration. I can't believe that I was contemplating. Look at my situation, look how I'm situated. Girl, I can't lie, man, my life's amazing. High ceilings, the windows double. Look at my situation, look how I'm situated. Girl, I can't lie, man, my life's amazing. High ceilings, the windows double glazing. 7 chandeliers in my apartment situation. Look how I'm situated. Girl, I can't lie, man, my life's amazing. High ceilings, the windows double glazing.
Ooh, high ceilings, the windows glaze. Ooh, the windows glazing and everything else, and double glaze. The windows are double glazing. Like, ooh, you look at his situation, but look at where he like. He's on the top of the ceiling. Like He's the main portion, especially from everything else. Like, hey, he's putting a point to it. Like, especially with everything else. Like, hey, you got the whole thing. Like, look at the inspiration. You know, the double windows glaze. Ooh, especially from this whole point, like the point of the view already is 3D. One's already a PMIC one.
7 chandeliers in my apartment now. Fans telling me that I'm the hardest now. Imagine we was starving when we started out. Now more times I'll be laughing when I pass your house. Target now, cause I'm officially an artist now. And bar for bar, none of them niggas ain't barring now.
Ooh, let them know, bar for bar, cause you know they ain't pouring it out. You know they ain't pouring it out, bar for bar, cause you know they ain't pouring it. Or they ain't pouring it out, hey. Especially from this whole point of view, like, hey, you looking from the point of view where he's looking at. Yeah, he just coming from a different point of view that probably you looking at. So, especially like he just said, it's just that one point, of view Vic.
Ain't barring now. This my move, you come along, look who you starring now. I bought the foreign and the foreign out. Hey, man, check my situation. You could have helped me through my trials and tribulations. Can't believe that you was fucking hating. Girl, you calling me a bum, that was my inspiration. I can't believe that I was contemplating. Look at my situation, look how I'm situated.
Ooh, look at my situation. Look how I'm situated. Look how I'm situated. Look at my situation. Look how I'm situated. And then, especially for everything goes too, like he's giving us this inspiration, like what's really going on. Like you can't even go a point of that. Like just the life that he's living in, just the point of view he's coming from. Like his, you can't even miss one lyrics off of his thing because it's like his stuff just be ramming through, but they really be hitting. Like especially from his point of view and his whole thing, like he really in here cooped and
My inspiration. I can't believe that I was contemplating. Look at my situation, look how I'm situated. Girl, I can't lie, man, my life's amazing. High ceilings, the windows double glazing. High ceilings blowing Cali, can't you smell the fragrance? I'm getting money with my niggas, yeah, we need them payments. We was in the rain, trapping on that pavement. All up in the lobby, see them killers waiting. Try to show the bigger picture, see the illustration. Wow, can't believe that.
ooh, try to show the bigger picture, but it's illustration. So basically, trying to show what's really like happening and stuff like this and that. And then you got these people that's like they're not really trying to and portray what he's saying. Like they're not really trying to look at the bigger picture that we should do. Like probably do a little better and stuff like that. So especially from the whole thing, like, hey, we try to give them inspiration, but ain't no inspiration. Like it's just coming out the one little point, but especially from this whole thing, like, oof. And then he got the whole little thing too.
Try to show the bigger picture, see the illustration. Wow, can't believe that I was contemplating. Girl, you just wasn't real, so through my observation. Just process of elimination. Hey, man, check my situation. You could've helped me through my trials and tribulations. Can't believe that you was fucking hating. Girl, you calling me a bum, that was my inspiration. I can't believe that I was contemplating. Look at my situation, look how I'm situated. Girl, I can't lie, man, my life's amazing.
Ooh, what is this? Ooh, now he got the 3 O's, especially from the whole thing. Like, that's how we just running through. Hey, there's something gangsta, like something new, and especially from the whole thing. Like, ooh, who can even beat that? Like that, the way this whole thing is coming, like this, hey, something new, something swoosh.
Look how I'm situated. Girl, I can't lie, man, my life's amazing. High ceilings, the windows double glazing. Glazing. High ceilings, the windows double glazing.
Ooh, when it comes to Dutchavelli, he be doing his thing, like he be doing his main thing, but trials and tribulations, especially with his whole point of view, like he has a point of view on everything he's saying, so it just speaks for itself, like the whole thing, the trials and the tribulations, especially from Dutchavelli. Him coming from that London area, that London side, like one of my favorite London artists, especially Dutchavelli. He be putting in work, like especially with the trials and the tribulations. He be really coming from a point, like point of view, everything else. But he didn't came out with the trials and the tribulations, his single one. Him coming in with this one and everything else, like got his whole solo whole thing. Ain't one coming into it, but I didn't even see this one coming. So trials and the tribulations, this one was the he was really putting a miss to it. But we got with everything else and main everything else. But make sure you guys comment, like,